All right. So I'm here to talk to you about FMLA retaliation. That's the Family Medical Leave Act. It's a federal law. First of all, disclosures, introduction. I'm an attorney here in Florida and in California. I'm a mediator and arbitrator. I'm also a professor. I teach law. If you need an attorney, you're ready to pay, themiamishark.com. Contact us. If I don't do your area of law or have an attorney in my office that does it, I have a partner that does it somewhere else, and I will find them for you. Any area of law, obviously. We charge for information, but we do consultations and referrals. This video is not legal advice. You shouldn't use it as legal advice. You shouldn't consider it legal advice. If you want legal advice, you got to contact an attorney and tell them the specifics of the issue that you have. This is just a general overview of what the FMLA is all about. All right, I'm not your attorney. Watching this video doesn't make me your attorney. You don't have an attorney unless you have a contract with the attorney. And so until you have a contract with someone that's signed where you agree to pay them and they agree to represent you, they're not your attorney. All right. So I do paid videos. You can go to my paid video site. There's a link in my YouTube if you want longer, more detailed explanations about these areas of law. I do employment, breach of contract, business law, defamation, whistleblower, FMLA, work comp retaliation, landlord-tenant law. All right, I don't give free legal advice. I charge if you want to ask me legal questions. I do give consultations. If you're going to be one of my client, I tell you whether or not you have a case or I think you have a case, but I don't give you legal advice on your case or about your case or what to do. All right, that being said, what is the Family Medical Leave Act? It's codified in 29 U.S. Code 2601. You have to be an employee of the employer, a W-2 employee, not an independent contractor. The employer has to have 50 or more employees within a 75-mile radius. Sometimes you go somewhere, there's 100 employers there, it's covered by the FMLA. You could be entitled to benefits. Sometimes it's a restaurant or a franchise, and there's 5 of them within a 25-mile radius or 75-mile radius, and each of them has 10 employees, so you can add them up, but you gotta meet that threshold. And on top of that, you have to have worked at least 1,250 hours in the last 12 months to be covered. Sometimes it's easy. You apply for FMLA and you're on FMLA leave when you're terminated or you're replaced. Sometimes that you're covered by FMLA because they've told you. Sometimes, the employer has 50 or more employees within a 75-mile radius and they just don't know about FMLA. What does FMLA cover? It covers time you need off of work for an injury or to take care of yourself or a close family member. A close family member is in my roommate's nephew's cousin twice removed, right? A close family member is, parents, children, siblings, close. They live with you. So what can you sue for? If they fire you for using it, if you're entitled to use it and they don't allow you to, you don't have to specifically invoke it, but if you haven't ever used it and your employer and you get sick and you say, I need 2 days off of work because I'm sick, I can't come in, and you're entitled to FMLA and they fire you for it, you got a case. If you go out on FMLA, you come back and they fire you within a month or two for no reason, or for a pretextual reason, meaning they made something up, but you got fired for it, nobody else gets fired for it, and they all do the same thing, or you've done it a million times over the last 10 years and you never got fired for it. We can argue that there's some contemporaneous connection between that and your termination. What do you have to have? You have to have damages. So, if you are terminated and you go without work for 3-4 months, you have damages. There's a statute of limitations. You have to file within a certain amount of time. If you go to an attorney 5-10 years later and try to sue, you're not going to have a case and they're not going to file it for you. So always call an attorney early. Get your legal advice early, immediately. Also, FMLA interference. If you're on FMLA, you're off for 3 weeks for FMLA. And the whole time you're off, they're calling you, harassing you, making you work, wanting you to come back. That also is a violation of the purpose of the act. Now, there is a Department of Labor website. You can look below the video and I put a link there. You can go check out what the Department of Labor has to say about it, do some research. If you think you have a case, give me a call. I'm an attorney in Florida and California. I refer everywhere else. These videos are really intended for Florida people, but obviously they could end up anywhere because they're on YouTube. So thank you and have a great summer.